9 Stoic Principles for Mastering Anger and Cultivating expanded into 12 practical lessons from ancient wisdom. Anger is like a storm. It clouds our judgment, poisons our relationships, and leaves regret in its wake. The Stoic philosophers of ancient Greece and Rome saw anger not as something to indulge, but something to understand and overcome. Their wisdom offers timeless tools to help us tame the fire before it burns. What we value most. Below are 12 essential Stoic-based principles grouped and expanded from the original 9 that will help you master your anger and live with greater calm, clarity, and control. Recognize that anger is a choice, not a reflex. It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them. Epictetus: anger doesn't come from events, it comes from our judgment about events. Someone insulted you, that's a fact. Deciding that the insult is intolerable, that's your judgment. The Stoics believed that emotions like anger are based on faulty reasoning. Practice: ask yourself, what story am I telling myself about this situation? Is that story necessary or helpful? Pause before you react. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus: anger thrives in speed. The faster we react, the more control we give up. Stoicism encourages us to insert space between stimulus and response. That space is where your rational mind can take over. Practice: when anger flares, pause, count to 10, breathe deeply. This isn't weakness, it's strategy. Master the dichotomy of control. You have power over your outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius: you can't control how others behave. You can only control your response. When you try to control the uncontrollable, frustration and eventually anger sets in. Practice: in moments of tension, remind yourself, is this within my control? If not, let it go. Expect difficult people and prepare for them today. I shall meet with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty. Marcus Aurelius: the Stoics practiced premeditation, malorum, anticipating adversity before it happens. If you know you'll face rudeness, rejection, or ignorance, it won't catch you off guard. Practice: start your day by mentally preparing. Someone will test my patience today. I will remain unmoved. Lower your ego and let go of pride. A man is as wretched as he has convinced himself he is. Seneca: much of our anger comes from wounded pride. Stoicism teaches us to let go of ego and embrace humility. You are not diminished by someone else's disrespect. You are only diminished if you lose yourself trying to respond to it. Practice: don't ask, how dare they? Ask, why does this bother me so much? Choose to interpret offenses charitably. Whenever someone does wrong, think to yourself, what mistaken judgment led them here? Marcus Aurelius: people often act from ignorance, pain, or poor judgment, not malice. If we assume the worst in others, we poison ourselves. If we assume imperfection, we stay free. Practice: when wronged, try this reframing. They don't know any better, or they're acting out of pain, not reason. Use anger as a signal, not a commander. Anger, an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored. Seneca: anger can be useful if it's used wisely. It may point to injustice or violation of values, but Stoicism urges us to respond, not react. Use the energy of anger to do what is right, not what is impulsive. Practice: when angry, ask, what would the wise version of me do right now? Practice the 4 Stoic virtues: wisdom, justice, courage, temperance. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius: every Stoic decision must pass through the filter of these 4 virtues. Wisdom: is my response thoughtful? Justice: is it fair and proportionate? Courage: does it take strength, not cowardice? Temperance: is it measured and self-controlled? Practice: use these 4 virtues as your personal checklist before responding to anger. Don't seek revenge, seek self-respect. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Marcus Aurelius: revenge keeps the cycle of anger alive. The Stoics saw retaliation as a waste of energy and dignity. When someone wrongs you, the highest path is to act with integrity and walk away with your character intact. Practice: ask yourself, would I rather be right or be free? Reflect daily on your reactions each evening. We must question ourselves. What evil have I conquered today? What passion opposed? What temptation resisted? Seneca: self-reflection is essential for growth. At the end of each day, review your emotional responses, not with guilt but with clarity and honesty. What triggered you? What did you do well? Where can you improve? Practice: keep a journal. Ask, where did I lose my temper? What was the cause? What can I learn? Cultivate inner stillness through mind training to be calm is the highest achievement of the self. Zen saying resonant. With Stoicism, the Stoics trained their minds daily through writing, reading, and contemplation. They saw the mind like a muscle. It must be disciplined to remain calm under pressure. Practice. Meditate on a Stoic quote each morning. Breathe. Visualize yourself responding with calm throughout the day. Remember the cost of anger, how much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it. Marcus Aurelius. Anger rarely benefits us in the long term. It breaks relationships, it clouds judgment, it leads to regret. The Stoics often reminded themselves that anger is a thief. It steals your peace, clarity, and character. Practice. In the heat of the moment, ask, is this worth my peace, my dignity, my sleep tonight? Closing reflection. Be the one who doesn't burn. The Stoics didn't say, don't feel anger, they said, don't be ruled by it. They acknowledged the emotion, but refused to bow to it. Anger may rise, but it doesn't have to erupt. Through practice, self-reflection, and discipline, you can remain calm even when the world tries to provoke you. So the next time anger visits, remember, you don't owe it a reaction. You don't have to fan its flames. You can choose a higher response. Be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it. Marcus Aurelius. That calm, that composure, that unshakable peace, that stoicism in action.